the Tech, where we deep dive into the world of technology, ethics, and the ways AI can be harnessed for social good. My name is Neda Maya Kaisumi, your host, and with us we have a truly insightful guest, Dana Manouchehri. Dana brings a unique blend of expertise in law, security leadership, and public policy. With a background in strategic communication, crisis management, and governance, she has worked extensively in areas of equality, integration, and security. As the former General Secretary for Equality, Integration, and Diversity, and with a master's degree in security leadership and cultural understanding, she has a deep understanding of how public policies, ethics, and social security intersect. Given her knowledge in law, risk analysis, and international collaboration, she is the perfect guest to help us explore responsible AI, what it means and how it can be implemented, and how AI could potentially be used for social challenges such as preventing school shootings and ensuring safety in public spaces. Thank you very much, Dana, for being with us and joining today.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, in your opinion, what does responsible AI mean, and what are the most critical ethical considerations we could be aware of?
Well, in my line of work, I've been working mostly with unresponsible AI, which in a human rights aspect, we've seen dictators using AI to achieve their goal. So for me, responsible AI is something we should achieve, something we should work for. But more technical, I think we should use AI to work for human rights in all aspects of human rights. And the ethnical considerations for me are as basic as if you don't harm anyone with the AI, use the AI to achieve any form or shape of human rights.
Very interesting. You mentioned the dictators using AI. I think most of cyber attacks coming from Russia. But given your experience in public governance and law, how do you think that the governments can integrate AI into public safety and welfare without overstepping ethical or legal boundaries?
Well, that's a very sensitive question, and I think for every person you ask, you will get a different answer. But for me, it's very clear: security comes first, and also that's why it's very, for me, exciting when it comes to school shooting. And I know we will come back to that, but whatever we can do as the public affair is to secure our people. And if you have to bend the legal boundaries to achieve any form of security, of course, with the caution of not losing the information and giving it to hands of people you don't want them to have, you can bend the boundaries when it comes to security, for my sake.
You had a point here about the boundaries, and I know that AI-driven security measures, such as surveillance predictive policies, it always raised concern about privacy and discrimination. So putting a boundary, discrimination topic will always be on top of it. So how do you see this connection together, and how do you think that we can have boundaries and then we can also have civil liberties?
Well, I think if you break it down and go to the not from a legal aspect, but if you go to a human aspect, and if you ask people, are you more considerate of, for instance, having your child getting shot at school, or getting discriminated because, for instance, they're Muslim, have a Muslim background, or they have dark hair or dark skin? I think every parent, at least, will say, I don't care about color or ethnicity, or that's my responsibility to teach my children or my whatever, that we don't discriminate, we don't do this and that. But I think if you have to choose, you will always choose security. For instance, when you drive a car, you put on the belt. Someone will say, it's my choice, I don't want to wear the belt, but we have the belt for a reason. And I don't think this should be cyber. The domain of cyber shouldn't be anything else.
I know this is a very sensitive topic, and what you say is exactly I follow, but I know that it has been in media for a while. But as someone that you have experience with equality and integration, how can we ensure AI is designed and deployed without reinforcing biases and prevent harm to marginalized communities? How do you see the connection between that?
Well, I don't think you can 100% ensure anything, like also the law. I mean, I work with the Norwegian law. There is no 100% ensuring that we don't discriminate, or we will always try to achieve the least legal ways that discriminate people. For instance, we have, that has nothing to do with AI, but we have, for instance, the circumcision of boys. You will say in the legal Norwegian law where we are discriminating against boys because we allow it. But in the same sentence, we don't say that. We say that, for instance, circumcising women or girls is not allowed. So we are in our Norwegian law, which we are so proud of, today discriminating boys. So why shouldn't AI be something we also can at least try to challenge?
It is very complicated topic. I totally agree with you. And discrimination is something that people have different meanings, and it depends because we are all human, so we can be like this way or that way and change the meaning of discrimination. Well, let's change the topic to crisis communication. With your expertise in crisis communication, how can AI assist in crisis responses and emergency management while maintaining trust with the public?
Well, I think where you have humans, there will always be room for flaw. That's just in every aspect of the society. I don't think AI will, at least in this stage, take over, but I think using AI to be more precise and be more on point, I think that's nothing but a good thing for us working with crisis communication, and we should use it as much as we can in a safe environment, controlled.
I agree. And we see that AI being used to combat misinformation, but also to spread it. What policies or safeguards do you think we should have in place to prevent AI-driven misinformation or disinformation?
Well, I think every country needs to do what they have to do to prevent, I mean, as from a state's perspective. But I think also us as human beings living in a world where AI is a part of our, I mean, my kids are small, they are using AI, this is a part of their everyday now. We have I think we have a responsibility to teach our children, also ourselves, to be always aware that, is this real, is this true, or is this fake? And I don't think you have to be an AI professor to ask these questions. I think always you have to have the question mark in your head when it comes to whatever.
I like the critical thinking way. That's how I have been also trained. Well, you've worked with international organizations. How should nations collaborate to ensure AI ethics and safety are upheld on a global scale, not only in Norway or Europe? Because right now, having AI Act only in European unions, but nothing in neither Asia nor US. So how this collaboration can be organized?
I think where there's platforms of collaboration, not only on AI, but in a lot of, I mean, it's transactions, there's collaborations in a lot of aspects. Where we can have collaborations on AI, we should have at least a fundament of sets of rules, which is this we can all agree on. We should have it, because I don't think we will ever not have AI. I think AI is here to stay, and as soon as we can be agreeing on at least the fundament of what AI is and what ethical and safety measures we have to take, I think that will make, for the countries that can collaborate, it makes it a lot easier to have some sort of policy.
I agree. Well, coming back to the fun fact that why I started the podcast, a couple of my Harvard colleagues and I plan to use AI to reduce the school shooting, of course, in the US. And do you see AI playing a realistic role in preventing tragedies like this, especially school shooting? If so, what is your view on this project, and how do you think we can consider cultural differences in such a diverse world in our AI project for school shooting?
Well, I've seen the physical measures they take, for instance, having metal detectors, and this for me is the same. We should use, for me, it's insane that we haven't started using AI for such important cause like preventing school shootings, terror attacks, the same. We know there are some facts that will point you in one direction or another when it comes to school shootings, when it comes to terror attacks. And you will also touch upon discrimination laws, and but in the end of the day, you're preventing killing people. Isn't that what counts? And for me, AI should already be in use for preventing shootings when it comes to school shootings and other shootings. And I'm cheering for it, and I think in a cultural aspect of it, I think we say in Norwegian, just close your nose and just do it. Don't think about the smell, just do it.
Okay, thank you. Well, and last but not least, if you have all the necessary resources available to you with technology, people, money, and whatever, so what social problem will you solve by using AI, and why is that?
Oh, wow, it's a big question. But for me, again, from where I come from, my work, religion has always been an obstacle for me when it comes to human rights. And I'm not pinpointing any religion. All religion can be used as a weapon and a tool. And if AI could separate religion if we could in any way or form or shape use AI to just separate religion from human rights, I think we would have solved a lot of world problems.
I know exactly what you're saying. I had published my first book in 2015 about religions and integration in religion, and that became an issue.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. Excellent. Thank you so much for your time being with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Manouchehri. Thank you.